So I'm back where it all started. I'm back in my mother's house. And I haven't done a video for a while, or a podcast as I'm calling them now. So I decided to get back into it. I'm here about a month. Just about, yeah, just about a full month. My mother had a hip surgery 2 months ago, full hip replacement. Then the bone, the femur split, so they had to take her back in 8 weeks later, give her another surgery, put a plate and some cable ties around it. They didn't screw it and put her back together again. So I came over to look after her because it's like getting hit by a car twice in the same spot and you're 80. So she needed a little bit of help. She didn't want to go to a respite place because she ran out after the last time. So this time, because she lives in a 2 up, 2 down, I come back and just looked after her. And it's this trip I've learned a lot. And I've been looking for the lessons on the daily. So when I wake up in the morning, I think about what happened to me yesterday and see if there's a lesson in it. Because I'm writing this book thing and in that I'm learning the lessons 20, 30 years later. So I thought, why not look back in your day yesterday and look for the lesson that you learned? And I noticed that when I was a kid, I was like fucking angry. I was quite a shy kid, but I was angry. And I used to hit things and break stuff, and things didn't go my way, I'd just snap and I'd throw things and just like all the way through, kind of as long as I can remember. I had a temper. I always had a temper. I don't have a temper anymore. It's very hard for me to kind of blow my top. But when it's like when I go, I go. But I tend not to get too angry these days. But when I was younger, I did. I got angry a lot. And, people say like, you know, you're an angry kid, and I figured this out when I'm here. Anyway, cheers. I'm drinking water. Busy. Got to pick up the mother later on, so I can't drink and drive. So, being here, everything is on full alert all the time. What was that? What's that noise? What are you talking to? What did you drop? Like, I was in the shower the other day. The shower gel fell over. What's that noise? Is everything okay? It's just constantly, constantly, constantly. So, you get this Pavlov's dog response where when you drop something, you're waiting for what's that? Constant. And it got to the stage the other day where I just I just went off on my mother. It's the first time I've actually not shouted at my mother, but put her in her place. And it was just angry. I was just built up with anger for all this kind of like being on full alert, hypersensitive all the fucking time. And you can see how people kind of explode. Little things make them explode if you're constantly being not even nagged at. It's just kind of an over. I don't know. It's like an over anxiety, waiting for everything. Like even tonight now, she was waiting for she needed to be up to Joel's and pick up her friend at 25 past, and at 7 o'clock she's ready. I just sit there. Come on, you ready? And I'm always fucking late. It's gonna make me even more late. But it's just a constant, constant, constant. And then on the way up, tell me which way to drive. So I figured I wasn't an angry kid at all. I was just I was just a build up of tension, being told what to do all the fucking time. And that was it. So yeah, I think if you're angry, you got to look at why you're being angry. Are you angry because you feel hard done by, or are you angry because there's a constant, 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 constant little drip, 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 drip? And for me, it's the latter. I've decided that when I go back, I was meant to go back on the ferry. I'm going to drive back down. I was going to get the ferry yesterday, and there's a 6 meter swell in the Bay of Biscay. And then I had a look because the ferry's got to go from Rosslare to Bilbao, northern Spain, and then drive down to Portugal from there. And then I looked at a few videos on the Bay of Biscay, and it's like this kind of like sailor's graveyard. And it's you've got this like 5,000 feet depth bottom of the sea, and then as it comes near the coastline of France, it goes up to 100. So you get this kind of like wall of a cliff where the water comes up. And then there's a swell coming in from the Caribbean where there was a storm, and there's 6 meter swells at the moment, and it doesn't look like it's going away. So if I wait till next Wednesday, it could be cancelled again because it won't sail in over 4 meter swells. So I'm going to go the route that I didn't really want to do. It's Rosslare to Cherbourg, drive through France, drive through Spain. Done before, so I'm going to go Cherbourg, get off at 12 o'clock, drive to Bilbao. We get to Bilbao, about 11 hours, stay the night there, and then drive down to the Algarve the next day. So I'm gonna do a vlog on my other channel. Let me show you what it's like. I'm sure the thing is going to be empty because it's just going to be full of freight. I was on it before in the winter. There's no holiday makers, just freight. So half the ship be closed. But it'd be good. You get a cabin, sleep on the thing, enjoy the little meditation of the drive down. I'll vlog it. And then when I go down, I'm just gonna immerse myself in writing. I'm gonna immerse myself in creating, and I'm gonna disconnect from the internet. I have a phone that's like a calls or texts setup. I think it takes WhatsApp. It works off of like some other operating system, and it's an analog phone. So I'm gonna see if I can last. There's a problem with having to be connected on a smartphone. Is like a lot of the stuff, like paying for stuff, has to go through your phone to get it kind of like to sure that it's you paying for it. Your banking goes through your phone, gives you text to authorize it. So I'm going to try with a week, then 2 weeks. The aim is for a month with no phone. I'll have them there just in case I have to do some banking, but I'm just going to get off it completely. And so if you need me, it's going to be email, which I'll check once a day. It's going to be phone, if you have my number, then you're a friend of mine. Or text me, it's a text. And that's going to be it. And then I'm just going to create, and I'm going to do a load of unraveling for the month that I've been here. Talk to camera, get the lighting right, the new camera, the GH6, get the most out of that, and walk back what I've learned from the time I've been here. It's been emotional. I've had to face things I didn't really want to face. I've had to it's been great, and it's been devastating at the same time. But all I can do, and all anyone can do, is just continue to push forward and work on yourself, get on with stuff, and just let go of the past, let go of people, let go of relationships, let go of trying to force somebody else, or trying to not even force somebody, trying to persuade somebody where they're not ready to make a move yet. Like for me now, it's a case of I'm going to double down on everything that I'm doing. I'm going to take away the Instagram, take away the Facebook, take away the internet, take away that noise that takes up a lot of your day, and take those hours, not lie on the couch, do more. Work on my mobility, work on my jiu-jitsu, work on my lifting, work on just being a better, more truthful, more honest person, do the little podcasts, start kind of figuring shit out. And just do that, and that's all I can do. I can't change people's minds. I can't tell people what they're doing is wrong. People have to figure it out themselves. Like I had to figure out myself, where in life I wasn't being completely honest with people. I was holding secrets. I was untruthful, trying to please everybody. And eventually I hit the rock bottom, and eventually I started to change. So it's like the alcoholic. You can't tell him to stop drinking until he wants to stop drinking. So when you're ready and you know the choices you've got to make the choices. But I'm just going to blast on and be even better than I am now. And I was. Sometimes you forget how much you've done, or what you've accomplished, or what you have to offer, or what you do, or what it is, where you are in life now. So where am I in life now? In the last 10 years, what I've done. So coming up to 13 years ago, I packed up here, drove an MR2 with 2 suitcases, across England in the snow, down through the Channel Tunnel, down through France, got the keys of the Shinobi place, opened it up, and it was a fucking mess. Done it up, got it working, opened at my first camp in April, 25 people show up. Since then, I've learned the language, I've built up a facility that everyone came to. Everyone's come. Andy Ryan's come. Kieran Davern's come. Fucking Peter Blaze come. Like fucking Connor came a few times. And then it turned into this place where it was the hub of where everybody met. It's the hub where I met everybody. It's the hub that brought everyone together. It was always like it was at a white mat. It didn't matter who you trained with. Just come. It's open. Just be yourself. Just train. Have fun. Do what we're meant to do. And in that, the progression of me was I learned how to take photographs. I learned how to make a film. I learned how to do better martial arts, and the whole thing was, Connor came when he lost to Diaz 2 fight for a week, and then all of a sudden I was on the road with him, and then all of a sudden 7 years later, I'm in the corner, and he comes to my gym for fucking 14 weeks for the Poirier 2 fight. And in that, my personal life kind of falls apart at the end of him breaking his leg. And that's the thing in life. In life, you're going to get these ups, and then you're going to get the downs. But when the downs come, they kick the bollocks out. It's not just one thing happens. 2, 3, 4, 5 things happen at the one time. And you end up falling down this fucking well. And you're going to fall down at some stage, but it's the character that you've built up through all the other struggles that you've had throughout life that will get you the fuck back out of there. And when you get out, you get out. But you will get out. But you got to build character in the first place. And I've been re-energized and fallen in love with the gym again. Because all relationships have to and fro's. They have ups and downs. They have kind of like in love, gone off it, gone stale, and you fall out of love, or you just don't like doing what you're doing anymore. I had it with everything. I had it with the gym. Loved the gym at the start. Then it kind of didn't. Then I was like, I need to do something else. Then I found the love for it, why I fell in love. Same with the bike. I fell out of love with the bike, and then I found why I loved it in the first place. And the gym now, or I like to call it a dojo, because it's not really a gym, I've fallen back in love with teaching again. I've fallen back in love with why I have the place, why I broke my bollocks to keep it, why I cycled 40 kilometres of a fixed wheel bike to shovel 2 ton of gravel and 40 degrees of heat for 50 quid to keep that thing going. Because eventually the ship came in. Eventually what I aimed for came in. But with that came the fall, the up, got to the highest high. And when you fall, it's the fucking lowest low. So I've scraped my way back up, and on the way up, I've reset myself. I've looked at the shit that I need to clear off, the shekels that were hanging on to me, cleared all of them. And now, found out some stuff about myself here, found out some stuff about other people when I'm here. I'll go back, and then I will work, firstly, on me, secondly, on me, and just be a monster, but have it under control. You know, like Jordan Peterson says, be a monster, but you got to control it instead of being a dick or being self-centered or trying to please everybody. I'm not going to please everybody anymore. And that's not the way it's going to go. So I'll go back, and if people want to get on for the ride, jump on. The bus still has a couple of little routes left for people that have jumped off to jump back on again. And now I'm going to go forward, get better, work harder, double down, make no excuses. And yeah, strive forward. It's kind of that. It's that kind of. I did a podcast with John Lally the other day in his van, and I was saying like I'm on that kind of like the back straight of the race of life. You know, just coming up to that 200-meter bend, and I'm jostling for position to come off onto the main straight and kick hard and win the fucking race. And that's what I'm doing right now. Elbows are out, pushing and shoving, feeling confident. Looking forward to some sunshine. Looking forward to riding my new bike. Looking forward to seeing my 2 kids. Looking forward to life and what it has to offer, because I already know what's going to happen. I can see it. And I've had faith. Someone gave me some hope. But hope's got no place when you got faith. And I just know I just know because I'm doing the work. If you're not doing the work, you kind of like, you're hoping, but you're not doing the work. I just know what's going to happen, and it's going to be a good ending. It's going to be great. I'm going to have some more stories and more shit to talk about. So that's it. The house I grew up in. When my mother still lives in Crumlin. Back to Portugal. Back to working on myself. Back to spreading the love. Back to just being badass motherfucking ninja. So that's it. I hope you're doing well. Hare Krishna. We are all one. Hare Krishna.